Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. So, in our previous episode, we went through the offseason, but as I said, we went ahead and we delayed the initial setup until this season. So that's exactly what until this episode, which is exactly what we're going to do. First, we need to put Randy Fitch. He's going to need another few months to recover from his torn rotator cuff. And then we've got our decisions to make. Not ready. Not needed. Not ready. And not ready. So this will be our starting rotation, which is good. How many pitchers does this leave us with? We need to get rid of 4 more pitchers. No Dixon. No Shane. No Padilla. We still need to get rid of 1 more pitcher. Probably a reliever. I think we'll go ahead and waive Nelson, and then we'll just keep him in AAA. Okay, so it leaves us with an excess of position players. Orozco. I've got way too many outfielders. By a lot. We'll waive Goff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, because there's 5 outfielders. And we need to add a couple more middle infielders. You wouldn't be a bad utility guy to have to start off the season. That's 1. Put you on a 40-man. And then I need 1 more player. It is so tempting to make it Casanova. But I need him to have a good AAA season before I consider calling him up. I don't want 6 outfielders. I just don't have any desire to have 6 outfielders. I have no need to have 6. I guess we could call Camarena back up. How did Dave Warren enjoy his time in Single A, by the way? He can have another season there. OSA still loves Singer. Our new coach is less convinced. Who do we call up? Because even if we make Prada our everyday first baseman, which is definitely my goal, guess we go ahead and just keep him on the roster as just a power-packed pinch hitter for the moment. Alright. Now we're going to wipe out everything. And we're going to try something a little different this time. We're going to build the depth chart, fill all those out, and then we'll go back and we'll use this lineups overview screen to move people around. Okay, so we'll do pitching first. Ratings, please. Anderson is the ace. I think O'Dane has earned his number 2 spot. I have a lot of lefties in the rotation. And then we'll do, I guess... Okay, starters only. Olivas had a really good year last year. So I'm inclined to give him at least one more shot. So who else needs to... I say Duff, then Wuchler, then Olivas. Okay, rotation is finished. Kevin DeVille will be middle relief, long relief. Gunnar will be our closer. Brachia will continue to be a specialist. We will make Bethay a setup man, Silva a setup man, and make both of you middle relievers. Just generic middle relievers, and then we'll see what happens with the pitching staff. Now, Gunnar's given me 2 good seasons in a row, and arguably 2031 was actually better. So I'm hoping he comes through again. But we'll see. Alright, lineup. Depth chart always comes first. Favila, Parada, Morris, Harris, Wardell. Do his ratings still look like they're going to be about the same? It looks like they think his home run power isn't going to be quite as high. Or his contact. But his eye has gotten better. We'll see what happens. For now, he can stay in the lineup. Karios in left. Kassan in center. Okay, Nava. Actually, putting Nava in right field might make more sense than putting Arferier. He's 60-60. He's 55-45. We can at least give him one more season in right field. Alright. Now we fill out the back. We have our catcher. We don't have a backup first baseman, but we can make the catcher do that too. Just don't do that. Alcafachoa can back up all the middle infield positions. Now we have our outfielders. So we have Carrias and Pineda paired up. Oh no, Nava's my backup first baseman. That's right. Who's the better center fielder? He's a 50. I think Nava is too. Oh, he's a 55. So yeah, the Nava will also be back up here. Pineda here. Our pinch hitters will be Camarena, Pineda, or Nava, then Pineda. Who's got a decent speed score? Nope. Pineda. Okay, Nava is our #1 pinch runner. And Pineda's our #2 pinch runner. And we're almost never going to need to. Alfaro can have like the last spot as a pinch hitter. So we're going to go and we're going to copy this depth chart. And we're going to paste this all the way across. Now we're going to take advantage of our platoon arrangement here by swapping Pineda and Carrias and letting Carrias back up in right field. I'd actually like to see Nava get some experience hitting. Oh, he's already got 60 contact against left-handed pitchers. You know what? Congratulations. You're going to be the backup DH. And then Carrias will just have to fill in. In the rare occasions we need him in center field. And then Alfaro can be backup first baseman in this rare instance. Alfaro, Carrias. And then Alcafachoa's got reasonable speed. Alcafachoa, excuse me. And then versus left-handed pitching, we just go ahead and swap Pineda. You don't have... And is Nava a left-handed hitter? No, he's a righty. Interesting. Okay. So everything here is mostly fine. Carrias will be a very fine pinch hitter. And then we've got Nava and Alcafachoa. Now all we do is we just reorganize the lineups and the lineups overview screen. Oh. What? There we go, that was weird. Oh, we didn't finish the lineup, that's the problem. And then you get to be the dude. We'll just move you guys up in order. Perfect. Now we set our lineups. Morris really well as a leadoff hitter. I'm fine with that. We also need a high contact hitter to be the #2. Who also gets on base. I think Arifi here, Parada here, then Carrias, Harris, Wardell, Carson, Favela. And we'll do the same thing over here. No, sorry, we said you're going to hit second. He'll hit third. Carrias hits fourth. Harris hits fifth. Camarena hits 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Now, against left-handed pitching, I think it's still Morris and Parada. Or Morris and this guy. Cleanup will actually be Pineda, then Harris, then Wardle, then Cassan, then Favela. And then here we go, Morris, our Afriye, let's call him Algae, Parada, Pineda, Harris, Nava, Wardell, Cassan, Favela. That's a pretty solid lineup. It gives me what I wanted, which was make sure that by the time like guys like Karios hit, there's more people on base, making their home runs more meaningful. 38 homers and only 81 RBI. I mean, RBI are a junk stat, don't get me wrong. RBI is mostly being in the right place at the right time. But we should see him get 100 RBI every season. And if we don't, there's something wrong. So, we shall advance to opening day. I hope Parada can hit the way I think he can. He wants you to stay respectable. Top 100 prospects. Casanova's number 6. Let's look at upcoming salaries. Anyone we want to try to extend a bit farther? Not really. I'm going to try to extend Duff again, but for now I don't see the need. So let's go ahead and get some games underway. A lot of our playoff hopes this season... I thought I turned this off. I forgot to do that. Sorry guys. Go away. A lot of what I expect to see is going to be based on Paradas, or whatever his name is. If he's the kind of hitter, Luis Parada, if he's the kind of hitter I expect him to be, we have a really good chance this season. It's just throwing, it's fine. If he's not, if he in any way falls short, we're probably doomed to another sub 500 season. Or we could lose our shortstop for 6 weeks because of a torn freaking groin. And this completely destroys everything, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and call you up, Cokes. Unless Ben Webb learned how to play shortstop, which he did not. Yeah, it's got to be Cokes. And then we'll go ahead and put him in right now as the shortstop everywhere. And he can bat 6th, that's fine. I'm just wanting him to fill in until What's-His-Face is healthy anyway. Drag and drop. Alright. This makes me very sad. Losing Wardell right when I thought he might have a chance to be an outstanding pitcher. Oh, we can get Omari Queen back. See you later, Cokes. Or see you later, Akafachoa. No, let's let Cokes get a full year in AAA. I will call up Queen, however. And Queen will actually be our starting shortstop. Even though I primarily signed him because of his positional flexibility, right now we just need an everyday shortstop. And Queen can handle that, I think. 2 weeks for Pineda. It's minimal. He can play through it. Anderson. I really wish it wouldn't bother me with pitchers if their injuries are only a week. It influences running. Oh no. Anything interesting here? Dave Meyering, who was MVP last season. No, he wasn't. What was he last season? What did you win last season? You got some kind of award. That made me angry. Oh, you got the Silver Slugger at second base. Or in left field, which I thought belonged to Karios. Okay, Karios not even having 6 home runs is really distressing. Player of the week, maybe? Damn it. Let's clear out our inbox. Three homers for Karios. Only 1 player hitting for average right now. This is gonna change. This is just gonna anger me. Let's just go on. Let's just pretend that this month is just a dead month. Because there was no way this many good hitters, that Karios should have so little power, and that Parada should not be hitting for contact. Or he's drawing a bunch of walks. Rookie of the month, nobody. Important, nobody important. This is not great. Now the good news is we're only a couple games off 500. And now we go into a losing streak. Oh dear. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about scouting. Yeah, it's actually not in the league transactions menu. They need to update that tooltip. It's under reports and info. The problem is, I don't remember where my draft pick is going to be. I'll tell you what, give me scouting reports on all of these guys. Oh, won't let me put memorable. That's okay, I'll just wait. There's not really reason to get a scouting report unless you want to update a player's ratings for some reason. Wardell is ready to come back. How is Queen done? I would like to give Queen a chance. Let's go ahead and actually send him back to AAA. And let him build up his, just see what kind of statistical record we can get from him. Well, shit. That's not good news. That's not good news at all. Keep going, please. Four to 5 weeks for Anderson. It influences throwing. How long till Fitch is back? 4 weeks. And I can't bring Fitch back early. So, right, there's no downside to me making him pitch through it. Either he'll be permanently injured, and I can call someone up. Ooh, good job, Olivas. Yeah, there's really no downside to just making him pitch and see what happens. Then, of course, another pitcher can blow out his rotator cuff. Sure, why not? Gotta catch all the rotator cuff injuries, right? I don't like Carlin's movement. How old is he? He's 28. You know what? Carlin deserves a chance as much as any other pitcher does. His stuff and movement should get better. His curveball and changeup should get better. I'm willing to give him a chance. Now, the real question is, who gets the rotation spot? 65, 45, 50, or 75, 40, 65, 80. Let's put DeVille back in the rotation. He probably loves this. He's probably like, why do you keep making me pitch back and forth? And then I say, shut up. And then you'll be long relief and emergency starting pitcher. Gunnar is getting hammered. But it's nothing super serious. We'll see what happens at the end of this week. Month. Why did I say week? Month. Which Castro? Oh, the Cubs Castro. I want a player like this. Actually, I have a player exactly like that, but you know, it's fine. Okay, it's going to save the game up for us. That's always lovely news. Josh Duff. He wants an extension. But Duff is losing velocity. Carlin gets a little better with his movement. Decline. His potential is improving, but his play at first base is getting worse. Wardell got a little bit better, actually. Enough that he might still have a chance. Alfredo Longoria. Andretti's putting a little bit more. Very nice. Warren's lost a little bit of his potential power. But his eye is already magnificent. If he puts together a really good season for single A and I can bump him up, Warren is on the fast track right now. Oh, Warwick. Okay, let's take a quick look at our team. We're about 50 games in. Parada's hitting. Karios isn't. Morris is hitting. Our Fury is in. This is not an encouraging offense. It is better. And holy crap, Queen's already hit 6 home runs. I wonder if I've just consistently overrated Kevin Harris. I mean, he hits a good number of home runs and a few doubles. But he's actually not that great a hitter. I just don't have a better third baseman at the moment. Are you at least drawing walks? You're drawing crap tons of walks. As long as you're hitting walks and homers, I'm fine with that. Karias's pace really concerns me. Really concerns me. And I'm hoping he's just off to a major cold streak and that he'll pick it up. Because I ain't too happy with a guy who hits 6 homers by June. Pitching staff, how do we look? I would love to have, just once, a closer who can give me more than 1 year in a row of quality closing. Now, Gunnar isn't as bad as he looks, but you need to choke off these homers, my friend. You're costing us games. Okay, of save opportunities, he's saved 18 of 19. So I guess we'll just... Is it the innings? What if I made him just a straight eighth or later? I don't know. Is Gerardo still walking everybody? He's still walking everybody. Use him less often, please. Okay. Let's play up to the draft. 2 weeks for a backup catcher. He can just not play. And it only affects running. First year player draft. Okay. Any Braves? I will never have an all-star starter again. Not when you get frickin' jerks like Joe Snow. Oh, you hit 40 home runs and play second base. Idiot. Let's do our draft. Okay, we're going to be 8th this time. All batters, please. No, why would I consider him good? He's really fast and he plays a good shortstop. This is not a first draft pick type guy. A catching prospect? A good hitter who also happens to be a catcher? That's not terrible. I have to take him. This is a serious positional scarcity in our league. And there's very little he does badly as a hitter. Do it. You're my you're my number 8 draft pick. Okay. He won't grow into being a shortstop, but he is a good hitter. And OSA thinks about the same. But let's not force picks. It's just not. And how about you give me pitching potential, please? Okay, so we've got Higgs and Ka. Ings and Kaz look like the 2 best pitchers. Both have good stamina. What are their pitch repertoires like? 3 pitches and... Did I just look at the same one twice, or they genuinely have the same? Neither one of you is really a starter. Amare Vilson? Nope. Alright, let's filter. My exacting specifications are stamina of 60. Let's start with that. Three pitches. This is a real problem. This means that the cream of the pitching crop is not that thrilling. At least Sean Jennings has a high upside pitching. This is not ideal. He will eventually harness his energy and improve his knowledge of the game. He did well against very good competition, so I'll actually go ahead and take... Kai's is good too. But we don't know very much about his personality. Ings has 2 good pitches already, and if the third one develops to even mediocre, he'll be a decent starter. Let's take Ings. Alright, clear my filter, please. Let's just look at the highest potential types and see who might be worth taking. There is so little talent in this draft. Either this is just the fault of... You see, OSA thinks there's all kinds of potential talent. This third damn pitch. I will take him. Because he's at least got several pitches that he's working on. And if they develop, he'll be worth it. Draft player. Now, Cletus Mullally is a pretty good hitter. So I'll actually go ahead and take you. Draft player. Are there any good contact hitters left in the draft? $60, $65, $60, $50. Robinson could be quite a hitter. Why don't we think more of him? Is it just the fact he's a first baseman? Let's take him. Ismael Pavencio. Nah, he's a really good pitcher who happens to be able to hit at least decently. That's not as valuable as it appears to be. Like a Brad Bowler might be useful, except the fact he doesn't hit for power. Let's look at pitching instead. Who's got really good stuff? He's virtually a complete reliever now. Let's take Harewood here. And let's get at least one more really good reliever. Holy crap. He's either a borderline starter or a really good reliever. He's just not a very good third baseman. Let me shortlist you. And I will draft you, actually. But to turn you into a pitcher. Anyone with really good control potential? Josh Crack. Gimme. Alright, that's pretty good pitching. I'm willing to go ahead and finish the draft right now. Right this minute. Okay, let's go to my short list. I'm going to clear out my short list, actually. Not you. You, my friend, are a pitcher. And look at that. This is why it's really important in scouting mode to watch for players that are out of position. Can I tell you to just clear this whole thing out? And I can just select all and then just delete them all. That's fine. Okay, negotiate. He wants very little money, but that's fine. Is he worth the money? As the one guy who's got multiple pitches and is thus a little higher chance, yeah. I'll meet your demand. Everyone else is going to be super cheap anyway. Boop. With as soon as Polite signs, he's going to, I think, single A. Joey Robinson. Yeah, you were the guy that looked like he had a pretty decent bat. Mullally signed. That's good news. A lot's going to depend on his ability to stick a shortstop. And he's not very smart. But he's a hell of a potential hitter. Come on, just one Atlanta Brave. Even one. Nope. Is Bath headed elsewhere? I don't know. You tell me. Dropping Pineda's not great. And the problem is Ben Webb is a lefty. Nava's a righty. And yeah, Nava can take over as the guy who pinch hits for Carrios. We can let Webb get some playing time here. You can back up here. Do you have good power? Not really. But you do hit well. I guess pure power-wise, we can bump up Harris, because Harris at least has some decent power. Karios and Webb. And then We'll move up Nava here, and we'll let Camarena have his DH spot. And we'll move it like this. Okay. That's a pretty serious concussion. Are we getting better? Karius is up to 8 homers. Harris is up to 9. The problem is he's playing shortstop really well. And unless Wardell is crushing it in AAA, which he kinda is. Let's let him develop a little more as a hitter. And then he can maybe have the job next season. Casanova, I need to see power. I need to see a lot of it. Alright. Let's play a little farther. He was convinced by my offer. Lovely. Oh, Palit just signed 2. Now, I'm going to watch you closely. I'm going to put you in single A at the moment. Because you're already 21. And I don't have a short season team. Let's wipe out my emails. There we go. I don't like to be cluttered. 3 weeks for Kassan. How bad is it? Moderate hitting, moderate running. I'm just going to make him play. I mean, Kassan's job, after all, is just to play really good defense, right? Oh, Wardell won. 5 hits for Kevin Harris. A double, a home run, and 3 singles. That's what I like to see. Okay, we got Randy Fitch back. Which pitcher deserves to go down or be somehow rehabilitated? It's Villegas. He's just walking everyone. I'm going to send you to AAA. Let's put DeVille back in as a middle reliever. And then let's put Fitch back in as a starting pitcher. This is about the rotation this season. They are dominating. We're still not positive when he'll come back. Nothing too thrilling here. I could have had Wamania, but I couldn't afford him. 6 weeks for Silva. Again, there's so little reason to take someone out. Like a reliever who can't hit or run. He's a reliever. He shouldn't be doing either of those things very often. I'm getting tired of all the day-to-day injuries. Come on, DeVille. Come on, DeVille. All right. Saving the managers. Time to look at some international free agents. And they all really suck. So I ain't gonna waste my cash. Yeah, that's pretty unacceptable. Luis Olivas is pitcher of the month. Chris Warwick is a pretty good player. I didn't know who this guy is or how to say his name, but sure. Okay. He's really happy. Better runs against. I can't do anything about attendance. Fine. Let's give everybody here. Let's offer them a new deal. Now, our real question is, what do we do with Ryan Dempster? Who else does Beard help? It's literally just Karios. See, I wish... Okay, here it is. ERA. He's been right around league average in pitching, if I'm honest with you. And he helps Mutchler. Yeah, we can go ahead and extend his deal. That's fine. Okay. Okay, this is the first time I've seen a player get traded and get a big bucket of prospects in return. Of which only Gamboa is really that interesting. Actually, one really good prospect, and even he's not perfect. It's fine. Okay, All-Star Game. Duff is the only man from Atlanta in the All-Star game. That's kind of disappointing, actually. Yeah, it's literally only Duff. Aww. Man. Alright, let's take a quick review of the team as of the All-Star break. Pat Morris continues to be an exceptional second baseman. He hits for a very high average, and he hits us some doubles. He led the NL in hits and doubles last season. So he's doing what I asked of him. He wants a decent raise. We'll talk. Parada is hitting about as well as I expected. Maybe even a little better. He's hitting for average. He's drawing walks. And he's hitting doubles. He's not hitting homers, but that's not what we brought him here for. Queen has been meh with the bat, but really good with the glove. Navas hit very well in limited time. Our free is okay. Karios' homer pace has stepped up, but this should be an ideal season for him. His doubles have vanished. This has not been a great season for you, my friend. But the season is also young. And I'm willing to see what happens later on this season in the second half. You're the one hitter that could really step forward. Especially if you start driving him over the fence. Right. How many homers does Knob have? He only has 3. But it's a lot of doubles. We've got a lot of doubles hitters on the team. We just don't have the raw home run numbers that we're used to having. Karios still has insane isolated power. It's best on the league. It's best on the team by a pretty substantial margin. He just needs to hit the ball more. And his career BABIP has actually been pretty reasonable, hasn't it? Yeah, look at this. 276, 302, 290, 265. This is almost entirely the difference. So there's a lot to be proud of with this with our hitting as good as it's been. It could be better. It should be better. But it's been pretty solid. And the pitching staff has just been awesome. Has Duff earned another year's extension? Not at that price, he hasn't. Not at that price, he hasn't. And now let's look at the expanded standings. Is this sustainable? We do have a plus 11 run differential. We're not the Phillies by any stretch, but we're pretty decent. So I'm willing to give it the old college try and see what happens in the second half of the season. We'll see what happens. We were off to a really good first half of the season last time, and we just fell apart during the stretch. A lot of this is driven by our rotation, but we've got players that are hitting well. Now, the only thing we could do to improve the team in the second half... nope, can't call up Wardell, although he'll be back soon. Wardell's hitting really well in AAA. Like, crazy good in AAA. To the point where I'd like him to get a full season of development in AAA and see how he does. Casanova. We're going to have to fish or cut bait on you soon, my friend. But here's the thing. You're not hitting for a decent average, and you haven't since high A ball. I mean, do we take a chance? And put him on the block? Because this is, I mean, this is now 4 seasons in, or 3 seasons in a row. He hasn't hit for average. And I don't expect him to hit, you know, especially since he's lost some of his home run power. He's still going to hit doubles, which makes him less one-dimensional than Carrios, but we're going to have to decide what to do with Reggie, but that'll have to be for next episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think we should do with Reggie, our good friend here. And until next time, though, this has been Avindian, wishing you a good day.